Funnel Hacking Live 2018 will probably go down in records as the biggest win in 3 days for Russell. ClickFunnels had an amazing event, but in true marketing style, it was just a master funnel. Yes, there was some value add. Yes, there was some content. But the true story is the funnel we are in. So I was at Funnel Hacking 2018, and here's my story of how I saw ClickFunnels make over $10 million from an audience that paid $1,000 to be there, to be in the funnel. You want to see how it went down? I think it's a very interesting tale of 4 days. Throughout the event, it was a continual cycle of warming you up. Day 1 was a half a day. Day 2 was a full day. Day 3, full on pitch, which really, if you go back and look, very little content other than pitching. Day 4 was the hard close, and then closing out with Tony Robbins. They were already, the thing to understand is they were already in the money. They had already made $1.5 million before this event began. All their costs were covered. But in true Russell style, why stop there? Why not go all the way? And that's what they did. They put us in a master funnel. Each day primed the audience to think and dream big. It pre-framed them to not worry about what they haven't done before and what is possible, framing the future possibility. Getting us hot and fevered, seeing people who have reached that goal, and then closing it down, making those coaches into literal superheroes with a comic. It was truly an exciting event. And on day 1, it really was just getting the audience warm, seeding ideas that you are different. Hey, we're a tribe, we're different. And Russell was speaking about what is a funnel hacker. It was a repeat of what's in Expert Secrets, but again, it's someone who's different, someone who's unique. Kaylin and Natalie went on about building their tribes and finding their voice. And then Russell went into how you can use the digital channels in different directions to create a voice. So you had this idea that we're different. We can find our own voice. We can find our own tribe. It's out there. We just have to put the effort in. Here's the channels to use. And then after that, it was a vendor booth, which led to some mingling and etc. I think the key is that if anyone was cold, they were warm by the time they got out of there. Again, this audience was one that already agreed to spend $1,000. And they even still spent a half a day re-warming us up, re-initiating us. And there were people who had never heard of it. They just came from the 10X event by Grant Cardone. So day 2, full day event, really about you're only one funnel away and that you only need to focus on one funnel, not 50 funnels. Russell spoke about how to improve your performance of your funnel. The key thing I took away from that was he was saying, and if you go back and look at the pyramid in Expert Secrets, that it's okay to not have a successful first run. Live, learn, grow, which is giving people the okay to admit that they failed before and that they had an underperforming funnel. I think that was a very key start to the psychological process of, hey, I've got ClickFunnels today and I'm not a millionaire, so why should I do this? And Russell's saying, well, so what? It's okay to underperform. We're going to do funnel fixes. We're going to tell you and show you how to do it. The rest of the day was a lot of rapid fire sessions where no one really had enough time to get into their content by 2 Comma Club winners, different funnel types that they've created and success they've had with those funnels, showing that really, if you want a member site or if you want digital site or physical site, there's a funnel that will work for you. They wrapped up the day talking about the new ClickFunnels features, the 25 new features that will help you accelerate and be different and unique. And then after the event, they piqued everyone's interest by having 2 Comma Club winner roundtables. So where they could sit around and you could ask them. It really almost felt like a zoo atmosphere. They just sat at a table and people just huddled around them en masse. Some were able to ask questions, some couldn't. Hard to hear. But in general, it's like, hey, they're here. I can touch them. I'm almost this close. It's that psychological feeling of, hey, this room is filled with 2 Comma Club winners. I could be that person. It really took the audience from lukewarm to warm to hot, seeding the idea that someone like me, someone who's in the business model I am, being agency or marketing or whatever, that could be me. At this point, the audience have been warmed, been informed, and they are indoctrinated, ingratiated with, I'll say, air quote, free food. The 2 days they gave us dinner, air quote, on their bill, which is part of the fee, but how they spun it was, hey, we're giving you free dinner. Psychological mind games at its best. It's talked about, it's written about, but when you see it executed on, it's just amazing. That led to day 3, which was another full event. And this day was full on sales. There was very limited information growth here. It was about the pitch. They talked about how to hack your body and mind, how to feel like a millionaire. They talked about how free traffic is out there and everywhere and just needing you to go get it. So we've talked about your funnel might suck, but that's okay. We can work on it in day 2. In day 3, it's, hey, the key concept is, don't worry about traffic. We'll find you the traffic. So your funnel might have issues. You might have traffic issues. Don't worry about that. We'll take care of it. It's easy. They spent over an hour and a half walking all of the 2 Comma Club winners on, all the dream car winners, all of the 10-digit winners on stage one by one, giving them rewards. Again, showing them living testimonials. Getting into your mind that I'm so close to being one of them. In the afternoon, it was hard pitch. He got on stage, talked about how you're only one funnel away, how you can become a 12-month millionaire, how other people have done it. And then this is when it got hot. Called Plato di Plomo. So they showed the 10X awards. They created a comic for their new coaches. Justice League heroes. And these are the coaches that you can sign up for. But it hasn't told you yet that you can sign up for. And there's actually a video of this that I did not capture to go along with this comic book. They then went into, each coach had to talk about their Plato o Plomo, which is a air quote Greek phrase that means take the bullet or the gold. And they're talking about taking the leap, taking the choice. And they went on to talk about every coach, how they had their Plato o Plomo, and how they took the leap versus the bullet. They took the gold. Now that you knew that their coaches were superheroes, their coaches had flaws, had fables, were human, but then they became super. The close was there. It was the pitch. And really, I think the pitch was good, but not great, not awesome. I think I've seen Russell do better, but hey, it doesn't matter. When you've got them foaming at the mouth, he could have said, hey, here's the price, go buy, and you would have filled the room. People started lining up to buy the package before he even got through how much it cost. The package was $18,000 up front or $18K or $1,800 per month. So over 20 grand. And this, you get 2 Comma Club training. I'm not here to judge the quality of the training. I know the coaches are the best of the best. I think it's just important to understand the pitch, the process, because I think there's other opportunities for much less to do this, but they had a hot audience who had the money, and they took in over $10 million. They filled it up. They had a line that took 2 hours to get through. Then you came back that evening and they had 10-inch coaching calls, which they had 4 different people up on stage, and the coaches went through and talked about how they could help the person get through it. And each person who was picked matched up to one of the specialty of the coaches, just getting started, working on their funnels, needing process improvements, or just needing, Facebook improvements or general strategy coaching. At the end of that, Dave Woodward got on stage, talked about how he's heard other people with questions and that they need to take the leap of faith. He even said his son bought it, and then Ryan Montgomery's wife had bought this program. Again, don't have any reason to say they didn't. Just think it's very interesting that they're trying to use those influencers to help push people over. They closed more people at the end of the night. Probably 500-600-ish were sold that day on day 3. And then on day 4 was the final close. It was a full day event, but the morning was really all about, you're on the fence, get over it, push through, you got to take the risk, you got to be uncomfortable or you'll never break the chains. At the end, people were given 15 minutes to sign up, or the doors will close for 6 months. Pitch was done. Over 700 buyers, well over $10 million made. At lunch, people were brought into, I'll call it a holding pen. It was a lunch buffet where they all filled out their forms and paperwork. At this point, I don't really know what happened. I wasn't there. I do know that once you signed up, regardless if you took the $18K up front or you pay $1,800 a month, you're responsible for that full payment. There is no back out. You're liable. At least that's how the contract that I read said. So they took the hot audience. They gave them, the idea of FOMO, and they really pushed them out the door. And that was it. So they took an audience of 3,000 people, converted over 30% into something that cost $20,000. Amazing. Just, will it work? Will it not work? I don't know. We'll hear. Knowing them, they'll find a way to make it work. It's amazing. So what's my takeaway? Well, in Florida, you can go to the beach. That's my takeaway. Also, red oceans are really only in your head. I can only make $1 million at a conference. I can only make $3 million at this event. Oh, wait. I can make 10 or 12 million at an event above and beyond my normal profit margin. Just 1 month earlier, Russell was cheering all over the podcast how he closed 3 million and celebrated. Now he killed it. Now he was over 10 million, and I'm sure he's celebrating today. A new 4-minute mile has been set. The question is now, can they deliver? I don't know. They always seem to find a way. Russell sells it, and his team finds a way to deliver. But I think betting against Russell seems to be a bad idea so far. It was an awesome learning event for my first marketing event. What I didn't think was ever possible at a $3 million profit, he crushed. It shows you the limitless of the amount of money that people have available to them if you can push their emotional triggers. So, get them in the seats, provide them value, seed their minds, show them success, tell them to take a risk, get them cold, warmer, hot, smoking, and then close them, push them over the edge, close the sale. Provide them with a little bit of value, a little bit of fun, and you'll make money. Man, will you make money. So where's all this information? How do I find out? I want to be like Russell. Yeah, so do I. Well, he's already got a book with all of it in there. He knows how to get success. He knows how to make the customer feel they're getting the value and getting the profit. The book, it's expert secrets. There is nothing he did in this conference that is not in expert secrets. True believers, mass movement, growth to contribution, status, epiphany bridges, us against them, champions. He executed expert secrets to 100%. Just let that think in. He just followed his own book and made $10+ million. On top of the $1.5 million he already had from people showing up. Will we get to the scale? Maybe, maybe not. It works. I hope to go into more details about every part of the story, broken it down by expert secrets. I think it would take longer than I've been talking right now, and I'm already at 16 minutes. It's truly an amazing thought. So I'll leave you with this. Going to a marketing event may not be about learning face forward, but it may be about learning about the experience of marketing. This it was. Russell Brunson, whether you like him or not, is a genius. And if you don't have expert secrets, get the book. You want to help me out? Use my link. If not, get it through Amazon, get it through Goodwill, get it through wherever you can find this book. Because nothing he did at the event was not in this book. Everything he did was in this book. Maybe a little bit of .com secrets, but it was all in expert secrets. Read the book. Do what Russell Brunson says in Expert Secrets, and you will find success. It's got me sitting back there wondering what to do. But I know that the answer is in the book. Hope you enjoyed this review. Have a great day. This is Nick.